YouTube vinyl community, Emmitt Rhodes fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about one of the best albums I've heard in a long time, Emmitt Rhodes, Mirror. This album came to me as a surprise because I've always been trying to find his stuff, and I listened to some of his stuff online, but I've always wanted to just get a record and really enjoy it for what it was in the early 70s. Emmitt Rhodes, if you don't know, was one of the most amazing artists ever. And I feel they just got completely pushed by the side by his record company because he wasn't putting out enough music. So here's the thing. He did everything by himself in his house. He played every instrument, did every vocal, and then would send it to the record company and be like, here it is. And they were like, well, we need like 3 more albums in the next 2 years. And he was like, that's literally impossible. I'll do everything by myself. You would think for such amazing art, the record company would be like, all right, you just do you, we'll put it out, we'll back you, we got you. You would think it'd be that simple, but it never is. And unfortunately, he put out one more album after this one and ended up getting sued by the record company, and the whole thing became an absolute nightmare, and he disappeared from the music scene for years. As far as putting out albums, he worked in the industry for quite a long time, but when this album came out, he was like 22 or something. He was a kid. Like, it was his 3rd album, and his career in putting music out was almost done. Up until 2016, he put out another album, and it's just as amazing as these are. Emmitt Rhodes vocally can sound like McCartney a lot of the times, which is really cool. But his playing, his songwriting, his storytelling is uniquely his own. And I stumbled across this thing at a record shop recently, and I've never seen his stuff in person before. I've never seen an Emmitt Rhodes album in person. I was like, this is the one I'm going to start with. So for me, this was the first time I heard an album of his the whole way through on vinyl. And it was such a good experience because it contextualized the whole thing, where I was like, if I had bought this in 1971 or whenever it came out, 71, I would have been blown away by this thing. I was blown away now in 2022. So, like I've said in other videos, it doesn't matter when a song comes out. A good song is always a good song. Man, is this a good album. It hit number 182 on the Billboard Top 200. There's a great video of him on the Old Grey Whistle test from 1971 doing Really Love You and Love Will Stone You. This is more of a heavier album compared to his earlier stuff, if you will, which is a lot more piano-based kind of ballad. Not ballads, but, a little bit more poppy piano stuff. There's a lot of guitars on this one, but, man, this album just freaking rules, man. I'm a sucker for the gatefold with a picture of him on each instrument. You get the lyrics on it. You get this groovy picture of him in front of this crazy funhouse mirror. A normal mirror on the back. It opens up with Birthday Lady, and this really does capture that sort of Harry Nilsson, Paul McCartney feel. It's catchy, it's rocking, it's super fun. A simple little song about loving your lady, and wishing she was yours. Excellent guitar work that follows the vocal. His background vocals are insanely good. This guy was just an expert at his craft. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was such a student of the arts, to make perfect pop songs. And you would think if you had a record company, you'd promote the hell out of this guy, but c'est la vie. Better Side of Life. Very McCartney-esque vocal on this one. The lyrics are deep. We get caught up in chasing and thinking what we want, but sometimes we miss what's already there or miss what is meant for us. That's kind of what the song is about to me, and the drum production on this is brilliant. The simple use of tambourine throughout just shakes it up so well. An excellent song. My Love Is Strong. This is a songwriter's song. Like, if you've ever written something, this is a song you wish you wrote. You hear it and you're like, yep, I wish I wrote that one. That's a perfect little song. Perfect background vocals that stop in the right places. So the song itself stops in the right places. Fun chords, rocking guitars, vulnerable lyrics, and a nonstop head-shaking rhythm the whole way through. It's a hell of a song. It's just a hell of a song. And then Side We Seldom Show comes up next. The acoustic makes its statement here, if you will. A song about no matter how hard it all gets, you thank God that the guitar is there. This would have been a really good FM radio single in its day. And then side one ends with Mirror, and I love the tense bass and the piano on this one. Such a deep song. You know, your reflection makes it plain and simple. You can't run from yourself. When you look at you in the mirror, it's like, oh, this is who I am, and this is what I got, and we're working with it. It's a chill rockin' song. That shaker percussion is good, and there's no drums. Very interesting. Ear-catching track, for sure. Side 2 opens up with Really Wanted You, and it's a super punchy rocker with confident lead vocals. Doing anything you can to be with the one you love is basically what the song is about. Cool vibe on this one, great little moments, just an upbeat rockin' track. And then you get a medley of 2 songs called Bubblegum the Blues and I'm a Cruiser. And for me, this is easily the most Macca-esque song on the album. You know, it's a song about finding the fun in the mundane, you know, doing the laundry, doing the dishes. It sounds like Another Day from McCartney. You know, very Wings harmony too. It almost sounds like Linda's in the background with him. So it's almost like he knew how to make that Wings sound when that hadn't really even happened yet, which is kind of insane. But I'm a Cruiser was a cool little song, slightly eerie blues jammer. I like the feel of that one, and then I like that it comes back to Bubblegum the Blues after that. And then you get one of his absolute masterpieces with Love Will Stone You, and you know, it's a song about being left by your lover and trying to figure out what your present is, what your future is, reimagining or reinvesting or double-checking your past. You know, a mournful piano ballad that just is instantly catchy and something that sticks in your head. Again, one of those songs you wish you wrote if you're a songwriter. Golden Child of God, which was a single, which is weird, but this sounds like McCartney so much on this one. Love the guitar picking, the rubbery bass, kind of a chill vibe on this one. I really dig it. And the last song, Take You Far Away, is an excellent string bending acoustic blues pop song here. It chugs along. It keeps building as it goes. You know, a really fun little jammer to end the album with. Let me show you the inner sleeve here, the old school ABC Dunhill label. And the record itself is in just gorgeous shape. Yeah, I mean, for me, Emmitt Rhodes is one of those guys where, like, you want to introduce him to everyone you know, because you know it's not going to disappoint anyone that hears it. It's going to be one of those things where you're like, wow, I can really dig this. I've never heard it before, but I can really see myself getting into this guy and what he was all about. So I'm definitely on the quest to pick up his other records now on vinyl. You know, owning this one definitely got my appetite for, like, all right, I got to get more. Like, the hunger is there because he was so damn talented. And for a record company to just not see that, to not respect that, it sucks. You know, it's that classic grime from A Tribe Called Quest. You know, industry rule number 4080, record company people are shady. It's there. Those people suck. You know, the way they treat the people who make the money for them, it's garbage. And if someone like this guy were to walk in my front door and I owned a record company, and he was like, hey, I made this album, I'd like to get a record contract, I'd be like, holy hell, dude, yeah, of course, you take your time, you make the music, we'll figure it out, we'll work together. That's how it should be, but in any case, he got screwed over massively, and there's more details about that online if you want to read more about it. Truly sad what happened to him, but yeah, if you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it, because I'd love to talk about him in the comments below. Super impressive guy. For me, this is actually a 10 out of 10 album. Like, I'd give this a 10 out of 10. It's that good. I don't throw 10 out of 10s out there too often, but for me, this album is easily something that could become one of your favorite albums you've ever heard. So, pick it up. I highly recommend it. It's probably streaming, but you know, if you find it on vinyl, it's part of the experience. So, there you go. Emmitt Rhodes. My name is Giggens. This has been Emmitt Rhodes Mirror. 10 out of 10. There you go. It doesn't happen too much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.